Looking for Madden 23 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke, back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and in today's Madden 23 tip video, I'm going to break down a money play that absolutely destroys man coverage. The meta still is man-to-man on defense, especially cover zero blitzing, and you need to have plays that kill this. Now, the play in this video can be found in a few different playbooks. I'm in the Lions playbook in this video, and the play we're going to look at is going to be the slot post. So with this play, you want your two, I would say put your best two threats in the slot. So whether that's a tight end like you see here, you do want to have a good tight end, I would say with this play. He's going to be on a very glitchy route. And also your slot receiver also should be good opposite the tight end. On the Niners, I'm actually going to put Samuel there because he's my best receiver. So ideally, you want to have a good tight end and a good slot receiver. So we're going to go ahead and look at the play slot post. Now, guys, tight formations in general are really, really good against man coverage this year because it's just a lot harder to get a good jam on a tight end or a slot receiver lined up in a tight formation, right? Now, before I get too much further in the video, I do want to remind you guys I do free Madden 23 videos on a daily basis on my channel, from tips, gameplays, and news. So if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. And if you're really rocking with me, smash that like button. Helps me out a lot as a content creator. So on this play, all I'm going to do is block the running back and slant my slot receiver. Now, I want you guys to note the route to Kittle. This route is super effective. It's really the key to this play. So if you guys see here, he's just going to whoop his man right over the middle of the field. And this is in a very soft spot of the defense that's hard to account for. So you guys can see here, really everyone on this play got a free release. Now, the two key receivers against man, though, are going to be the slot and the tight end. So you guys can see the tight end, he's almost running a C route, but over the middle of the field instead of the sideline. Because you see how he breaks up and out and then back over the middle? Very hard cut. Again, I want you guys to notice this hard cut here. This is one of the best routes in the game and one of the most unique. See how hard he cuts and explodes out of it? He absolutely destroys the corner, or the DB. So we have that read. Then we also have Samuel, who's going to be on a slant. Now, this is really key because this slant, because he gets a free release, is going to beat man coverage. So now you have two reads, one going from left to right, one going from right to left on different levels. So it's basically, you're just going to see who they user and hit the other one. For my free YouTube content, I highly recommend checking out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium content for Madden 23. I have offensive and defensive eBooks, schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault to keep you guys ahead of the game. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This is the best Madden membership anywhere on the net, the best content at the best price. You get access to the entire site for only $24.99. This means all of our eBooks, all of our Madden Vault tips, plus you even get access to our meta reports and our exclusive VIP members only community. I also do one-on-one coaching as well for you guys that are interested in that. See you at Sportsgamerz.com. If you're serious about winning more games, I will post a link in the description as well as in the comments. Again, we're going to just block our running back and slant our slot receiver. So it's a pretty easy setup here. Once again, you guys can see, the slant's going to get open. So if they do try to take away the tight end with their user, you just want to throw the slant. Now remember, guys, you're pretty much just reading the user on this play to see what he takes away. If he takes away the slant, you can hit the tight end. If he takes away the tight end, you can hit the slant. Now, another thing I want you guys to note about this play is you have those kind of glitchy fades on the outside. These fades generally, like I said, get free releases as well. So sometimes they'll just run right by the corners, depending upon the animation and the speed of the corners versus the receivers. Those are definitely some guys you want to take a look at. And you can kind of tell immediately off the snap if they're going to get a really clean release and just run right by them or not. Here they really didn't, so we're just going to read over the middle of the field. Now, those outside receivers on those fade routes actually are going to be important once I get to showing you how this play works against zone. But I do want to show it against the loop defense because the loop is a little bit different. It's not quite as heavy as a blitz. So, you might see somebody, basically you'll probably see someone use the middle with this linebacker, right? So in a situation like that, What I would recommend doing is just seeing who he uses. Like, if he's going to run the slant, again, hit the tight end. Now, another thing you could do on this play, just if you wanted to give yourself even another read here, is go ahead and put the running back, put him on just a quick wheel route out of the backfield. It's going to give you a quick throw that's really effective against a lot of these man coverage blitzes. And on this play, it's really, really nice because it works well with the routes over the middle of the field. And plus, you have those two kind of like fade routes that have the interesting release on the outside. So even if they did have a flat, a lot of times the flat won't guard it because of this wheel route to the outside receiver. But, now you're making the user have to chase the running back across the formation, which in a lot of these man blitzes is hard to do. And then you have the two additional reads over the middle field. So sometimes you can block the running back for sure, but then other times you might just want to put them on a quick wheel route so that they have to user that. And that's mainly something I would do if I notice they're sending, again, these heavy man-to-man blitzes, especially if they're using the guy that's supposed to be guarding the running back. If you do this, they have to guard the running back, and then the middle of the field is going to be wide open. So guys, now let's take a look at some zone defenses. This cover 4 quarters is actually a matching-based defense that a lot of people are playing right now. And consistently, the same setup will beat this. The running back out of the backfield is a really good quick throw, especially against this coverage right here. As you guys can see there, that's an option you pretty much have every time. But if they do take that away, then that's when you're going to want to read more so the middle of the field. As you guys can see here, easy dots over the middle. You're kind of just going against whoever the user decides to guard. So like here, this probably won't be the user, right? If he actually stayed with the slant, I'll just throw to the tight end. Easy money. Cover 4 quarters is, like I said, more of a matching defense. It's pretty easy to attack with this play because the flats are such a big threat that it leaves the middle of the field once again open for you to attack. Now let's say that they actually played an actual zone drop defense, say a cover 3. This is going to do a better job, most likely, of defending the flats. So like here, if someone just had a hard flat right over here, it would do a better job. So what I'm going to end up doing here is the same thing. I'm going to slant the slot, and once again, you guys are going to notice that it's basically just who they use over the middle of the field. It really is that simple. In this case, they kind of stayed lower to guard the slant route. Now, I might have honestly still been able to fit the slant in right there, but again, I'm just kind of reading this linebacker. I felt like he was staying more underneath, so I threw the ball right behind him. Now, in a situation like this, though, again, you can't assume because most of the time people will user the middle of the field. So, if they do decide, hey, you've hit me with that post route to the tight end a little bit too much, be ready to hit that slant over the middle of the field. And these routes might not be, extremely deep routes. They're quick hitters, which is really good this year because of the pass rush and the blitz. You don't really have time a lot of times to just hit a lot of deeper routes. I mean, they can definitely get a lot of yards after the catch. Now, guys, even when they're in zone, like a cover 3 like this, if they don't have a hard flat or a zone drop flat route, you can definitely still throw to the flat pretty much every time. And it's not, it's not always going to get you a huge play like it will when they're blitzing you. But, if they're playing purples or clouds or zone drop their flats like 10, 15, 20, 25 yards, I mean, you can just throw this all day long and, you're going to get pretty easy yards. Now, the key to this is it's literally like a snap throw. Like, if you kind of hesitate when you get the snap, you're not going to get as good of a rack animation. See how I literally got the ball, turned and threw it? That's when you're going to get those good rack animations to where you can get upfield and you can definitely get some good yards. As you guys can see here, easy. I mean, I got about, we're starting at the 34-ish, right? And I get upfield to about the 30, really 44, 45. So I got 10, 11 yards right there on a snap throw. That's the type of stuff that is really, really difficult to guard this year. People have good quick replays like this. This play, again, can be found in a few different books. In this video, I did use the lines. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.